Once upon a time, in the enchanting English countryside, there lived a curious little girl named Alice. One sunny afternoon, Alice was sitting by the riverbank, feeling a bit bored. She looked up and noticed a white rabbit with pink eyes, wearing a waistcoat, hurrying by. The rabbit took out a pocket watch and said aloud, "Oh dear, oh dear, I shall be late." Brimming with curiosity, Alice jumped up and followed the rabbit. She watched as it disappeared into a large rabbit hole. Without a second thought, Alice followed him into the hole and found herself falling down, down, down into a strange and wonderful world. Alice landed gently in a hallway filled with doors of all sizes. On a glass table, she found a small golden key and a bottle labeled "Drink Me." She took a sip of the potion and started shrinking until she was just the right size to pass through a tiny door leading to a beautiful garden. As Alice explored Wonderland, she met many bizarre characters. First, she encountered a talking caterpillar sitting on a mushroom. He gave her cryptic advice and told her that the mushroom could change her size. Alice took a piece of the mushroom and continued on her journey. Next, Alice met the Cheshire Cat, a grinning cat who could appear and disappear at will. The Cheshire Cat told her to visit the March Hare's house, where she found the Mad Hatter and the Dormouse having an endless tea party. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare were extremely silly, constantly switching seats and talking in riddles. Alice found their antics amusing, but a bit frustrating as well. After leaving the tea party, Alice wandered into the Queen of Hearts' garden. The Queen was a tyrannical ruler who loved playing croquet, with flamingos as mallets and hedgehogs as balls. She was quick to anger, frequently shouting, "Off with their heads!" whenever she felt displeased. Despite the Queen's intimidating behavior, Alice stood up to her bravely. During the game, Alice met the King of Hearts and the royal court, including a variety of living playing cards. The Queen accused the Knave of Hearts of stealing her tarts and held a trial to determine his guilt. The court proceedings were nonsensical and chaotic, with witnesses like the Mad Hatter and the March Hare telling absurd stories. As the trial grew more ridiculous, Alice found herself growing larger and larger. The Queen demanded her execution, but Alice, now towering over everyone, simply declared, "You're nothing but a pack of cards." At that moment, everyone in the court rose into the air and came tumbling down upon her. Suddenly, Alice woke up on the riverbank, back in the real world. She realized that her adventures in Wonderland had been just a dream. She looked around and saw her sister still reading a book nearby. Alice smiled and thought about all the strange and wonderful characters she had met in her dream, though it had all been an incredible and unreal adventure. Alice knew she would always remember her journey through Wonderland and the lessons she learned about curiosity, bravery, and standing up for herself.